All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, GMS, and rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. Alright? And what I want to do, is do a part 2, to that punch back, and get active. It's only fitting, that I do it as a walk and talk, as I'm out here, trying to get those daily steps in, getting those daily steps in, trying in it, we're doing it, and just want a few more points that came to me, as I was meditating after the lesson. One thing about it, it's easy for the Lord to help us when we're already in motion. See, the Lord eventually intervenes in our situations, especially when he sees us, in motion ourselves, man. And that's with anything, man, because it's hard for someone to help you if you're stagnant, because that means they have to move your dead weight, and that's more, they're doing more work than you, but when someone's already in motion, it's easy, to help them, okay, because they have momentum. One thing about it that I found, and this is all, through my, experience in life and my experience in the truth, is that, when you're in motion, it's easy for the Lord to throw things, our way when we're in motion, when we are already moving, man. And that's why, at the end of the day, it's good to be active in some type of way, because at the end of the day, we're not here, to get the best body ever, because we finna get new bodies. We're not here to get the most money ever, because we finna have all the resources, okay? But the mindset of just achieving and accomplishing, is the mindset to be in as we finna come into the times, all right, where we need to trust Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai more than ever, So we want to have a mindset of accomplishing, achieving, and being active, because that builds trust, Like when we start being in motion, and then the Lord, he intervenes on our behalf and helps, and he throws us things, and he shows favor in our situation, our faith goes through the roof, trust goes through the roof. You see, and that makes you start making more decisions, all right, in faith. That makes you start having the mindset of being more capable, man. So one thing about it, as we are becoming all right, joint heirs with Yahushua. Yahushua want elite men. He want elite thinkers. He wants some fighters, man. And when the Lord come back, he wants some dogs, man. We're going to have to see, to get through Jacob's trouble, we're going to have that spiritual dog, man. We're going to have to get down for the crown, man. You see? We finna be tested on the whole new level. All right? So these, when you live a life where you're making, achievements, okay, and then you understand that it's the Lord that's helping you, that builds that relationship, that builds that trust, and the thing is, it was a quote about a guy, I think it was from a guy that was into what they call body transformations, when people go through body transformation, and he was pretty much, he said it ain't about the intensity, of workouts, it's about the consistency, man, and we all have the ability to be consistency. Everybody can't have these high intense, study sessions, or high intense, video output, or high intense, workout regimens or diets, but it can be something consistent. We all have the ability to be consistent, man. You don't have to read, for hours a day, you know. But hey, we can read a chapter, you know, and meditate on that chapter and get something from that chapter. You see, you don't have to have these extreme diets, but it can be something consistent, man. You know, you don't have to have extreme workout regimens, but it can be something consistent. You see, and consistencies over time yields results. You know, consistency with discipline over time yields results, man. You know, so always, you know, whenever you're starting something, start off as something that's doable, man. You know, everybody can't do a certain amount of videos a day, okay? But we can do something for the Lord every day, man. You know, we can do something. You see, and you're gonna have your downers, your down days, your times where, you know, life will get chaotic, you know, to where you battling, you know, you got to battle back, you know, to get back on your square, you see, to get back on point, okay? And that's normal. But the thing is, the fight, man, you know, this thing is an all-out fight, man. And the Lord is all about his men, you know, overcoming, you know, and rising up to the occasion. Jacob Trouble is going to be us constantly and consistently rising up to the occasion of difficulty, man, you know. And it's going to be all in faith. You know, we're going to have to make some faith-based decisions, man, you know. And within this grace period, like the lesson, you know, the Spirit had me do the other day, utilize grace. You know, within this grace period, this is when we rehearse, all right, trusting in Yahweh Shema Shai. You know, this is what we rehearse, making decisions based off faith, okay? And one thing about it, you see, change comes from being fed up. You know, a lot of people, you know, get stuck, you know, in certain situations when they don't have to be. Now, you know, the Lord got brothers, you know, every brother got their different lot, you know, every brother gonna have their own portion of hell, you know, they customize hell, and we gonna be vexed. Like I say, that's affliction, being vexed, that's gonna be by default, man, you know. But then there are some times when we can suffer longer than we have to, man. And I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, man. We can be in a certain position longer than we have to, man. You know, we can be struggling with the same thing longer than we have to, man, because we never really get fed up. See, when you fed up with being broke, you gonna go get some money. You gonna put some plays together, man. When you fed up with being overweight, you know, you gonna lose weight. When you fed up with it, man, you know, if you fed up with being dry in the spirit, you're gonna do things, okay, to keep that spirit, all right, lively, man. You know, as far as the reading, you know, researching, you know, and like I say, even with watching, like you don't have to, you know, watch, you know, 10 hours worth of alternative news a day or 10 hours worth of documentary, man. You can watch a 5-minute documentary. You know, you can read 1 or 2 articles, you know, but the thing is being consistent over time. Now you're creating, because what you're doing, the more intel that you bring in, the more you can connect the dots to what's going on, the more you can connect the dots to prophecy and scripture, the more intel that you feed yourself, man. You know, because we talk about the physical diet of food, but we also have to digest, you know, certain information, you know. And even with that, like I say, it's a balance, because you don't want to, you know, just be overwhelmed with taking in all this, you know, redundant information, because Esau, you know, the news is pretty much a money grab as well, and they put, you know, all these same articles, you know, once you, and that's something you learn as you know, start, you know, researching the news and different articles and different events. You know, you learn that sometimes they get redundant. Sometimes, you know, the title, you know, be kind of clickbait, you know, because, you know, they get, you know, paid off their traffic as well, you know. But just having the mindset that you have to, you know, digest information, you know, just as we have a diet of food, you know, we should have a diet of information, man, with the word being first and foremost, you know. And then, you know, what's going on with Yahweh Shai kept telling his men to watch, okay? He kept telling his men to do what? Watch and pray, you know. You see, watch, you know, and pray. Okay? And part of watching is being in tune with what's going on, you know? And I say one thing about it, you know, once we be active, you know, time flies by, man. I ain't gonna lie. You know, sometimes I be forgetting what day it is, man. You know, things roll around so quick, you know, time moving so fast, but especially when you active and you getting these small victories and, you know, you just achieving particular things, and it's an achievement to you, you know? If you go 3 days without eating meat, well, that's an achievement for you. You know, you go a week without drinking, that's an achievement, man. You know, whatever it might be. You know, it might go 2 days, you know, just eating raw food, you know, whatever it is, that's an achievement, man. And we constantly want to be achieving, and that creates that momentum, that creates that motion, okay? And that's what the Lord, you know, is dealing with, man. You know, is his men, all right, that are in motion, man. You know, look how these, like the Apostle Paul talked about how, you know, athletes are disciplined for a corruptible crown. You know, they go on certain diets, they restrain from things, and they do it to be the world heavyweight champion in boxing, the Super Bowl, college championship, whatever. Okay, they go to the extreme to achieve, you know, a corruptible crown. You know, something that doesn't matter. You see, we have an incorruptible, man. You know, what we're finna achieve is gonna be eternal. You know, brothers gonna have them crowns eternally, man. Them thrones, their authority, okay? Their rank with Yahweh Shai, that's gonna be eternal, man. You know? And then even you look at particular women, you know, they go hard body, you know, to keep themselves fit, you know, so they can constantly live a particular lifestyle of these particular high earning men. You know? So it's like with women, like, you know, you sisters, you know, hey, start achieving something, man. You know, start, you know, putting, you know, start having some type of goal, some type of, you know, ambition. If you know, because those women, they go to the gym, like those real feminine and fit women, you know, they're dedicated to their gym life, man. You know, they're dedicated to keeping themselves on point, all right, for the particular man that they want to try to attract, man. You know, so it's just, you know, it's me throwing a perspective out there. This ain't no order. Okay, this ain't something that's a must do, but, you know, just putting the perspective out there, man. You know, because if anything helped me, you know, I push it on, you know, to the body. You know, it might, you know, you might can let it roll off your back and, you know, keep it pushing, or it might can help, you know. But I just want to, you know, put that part 2 out there and just expound on particular points, man. You know, because we finna get everything, man. You know, hey, punch back. You know, get active, punch back, man. We conquerors, man. Okay, we more than conquerors, man, according to the scriptures. So, Lord will, that was the point. You know, I pray that you brothers, all right, and you sisters edified once again, and give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great example towards younger brothers, and peace and blessings, salutations to the whole elect. Shalom.